Hello guys, good evening. This is Mike Padua and we're back to our latest update, and we are now exiting the update on Typhoon Yinxing, or locally known as MARCE, as it has left the Philippine area of responsibility and is now moving towards the coastal waters of Hainan, and it's likely to move towards the southwest after 48 hours and dissipate into a tropical depression and eventually into a low pressure system in the next 4 to 5 days. We are now shifting our attention to the Pacific, since we have a rapidly developing LPA right now, and it is about to enter the Philippine area of responsibility on the eastern side, east of Bicol region. And this is now LPA 92W update for this late Friday evening, November 8, 2024. English version, brought to you by Typhoon 2000 and Naga College Foundation. But before we begin, we'd like to thank our partners: Aboitiz Power, Bank of the Philippine Islands, sustainable with you. If you're interested, just click on the link up here, or if you're watching via Facebook, visit the description page for more details regarding BPI Sustainable with You. The local government of Naga City, headed by our Honorable Mayor Nelson Legacion and our Honorable Congressman of the 3rd District of Camarines Sur, Congressman Gabi Bordado. Now let's begin with our update. Here's the latest GraphSat. Finally, we have created a GraphSat after 2 weeks of non-existence. Okay, since we are too busy on the tracking of those back-to-back tropical cyclones, beginning with Christine, Leon, Marce, and right now we have still 3 more LPAs that is set to develop based on the computer models that we are viewing. And here's Yinxing, or Marce, is starting to interact with the strong northeast monsoon and is expected to drift or accelerate towards the southwest and die near the coast of Vietnam in the next 4 to 5 days. And this is our attention right now, 92W, which is developing as of this evening, and spiral bands are beginning to form along the periphery of this low pressure system. It's still a low chance, but maybe based on what we are seeing right now on the satellite animation, it looks like it will be upgraded into medium or even high chance. Okay, now let's first discuss these two LPAs at the back of 92W. This one, north of Kwajalein Islands in the Marshall Islands, is now high of the possibility of becoming a tropical cyclone within the next 12 to 24 hours. And this system is expected to pose a threat towards the area of Guam and Saipan within the next 3 to 5 days. And we have another one here, which is still quite disorganized. 94W is expected to move over the area of Chuk in the next 24 hours. And this system is also worth watching for possible development into a tropical depression within the next 48 hours. And we will observe this closely as well after this 92W. So 92W is now packing winds of 35 kph, just 10 kilometers shy of becoming a tropical depression, and we are going to keep an eye on this system, and it is likely to enter PAR early morning tomorrow. It's already quarter to 12 midnight of Saturday, and this system is expected to bring rain showers and thunderstorms over the Bicol region. I know our beloved kababayans here in Bicol region are having some trauma of the effects of this tropical cyclone rainfall, and we are going to observe this closely. As of now, the rainfall of this system is not large enough, because this is just a medium-sized tropical disturbance compared to Christine, which is around 1,000 kilometers across. This is only around 400 kilometers in diameter, and The movement of this is towards central or northern Luzon. That's why we are watching this for possible threat of another rainfall event. But so far, it is expected to bring light to moderate rainfall over the Bicol region, and we are going to observe this. Now, here's the zoom in satellite animation. You can see here on the left side. This is the night vision image satellite loop from windy.com, UMETSAT. And this is now Marce moving towards the west away from our country. Already move out of the Philippine area of responsibility. And this is the other one that we are talking about, 92W. For the past few hours, you can see increasing cloudiness of the center. The center is currently here. If you want to know how many kilometers away, it's we will use the city of Naga as a reference point. It's approximately 1,370 kilometers east of Naga City, and it's currently moving towards the west. So any time tomorrow morning or early tomorrow morning, it's expected to enter the Philippine area of responsibility. If this system continues to organize, it might reach TD status, a tropical depression, and it will be named by Pag-asa as Nika. Okay, so so far we are going to show to you in a while the forecast of this tropical disturbance, or LPA. But first, here's the water vapor image from tropicaltidbits.com, this satellite loop. You can clearly see here the small circulation of this LPA, and it's not quite large. And if we take a look at the oceanic, the sea surface temperature first, it's around 30 to 29 degrees Celsius along the path of this LPA, while the oceanic heat content is somewhat warm. So we are going to keep an eye on this as well. As for the wind shear, this is very important. Deep shear. The system is over light to moderate wind shear, so it's currently favorable for development. So we are going to keep an eye on this soon to be Nika if it does reach tropical depression status. Here's another view of the wind shear. So it shows here that it's around 20 to 20, around 15 to 25 knots. So this is really under low shear. So there's no displacement of the rain bands, unlike Christine, where most of the rain bands are displaced, all of them over the Bicol region. But this time around, this is a system with overall structure. The rain bands is fully distributed, okay, across the organization. And here's the rain forecast for the next 24 hours. Tomorrow, Saturday, we're still enjoying some good weather, dry conditions. But on Sunday, look at that, we might be having some isolated rain showers or thunderstorms beginning Sunday. And on Monday, we have some good news. The bulk of this 50 to more than, this is an area of more than 100 millimeters. The violet color, as you can see it here at the lower right corner of our screen. So this is just around 50 to 100 millimeters with a little bit of more than 100 millimeters here. But over the Bicol region, we expect only light to moderate rain showers of 1 or 5 up to 20 millimeters. Okay, so we are safe when it comes to the latest current trend. So tomorrow we'll be giving you another update. We'll see if it changes, because based on the American model, I will not focus our attention on that model, since when it comes to the leader of rain forecasting, the ECMWF remains the leader. We also check out on Access from this is from the Australian Bureau of Meteorology, okay, the Weather Agency of Australia. They have their own model known as Access. So it looks like it's the same with the European model. So there's nothing to worry about. These are just passing thunderstorms or light showers. It will not reach up to the level of Christine, because Christine, when it passed here, it's dark violet, this one, and the rainfall is around more than 250 millimeters. So there's nothing to worry about when it comes to the system right now. But we will going to bring you the very latest in the coming days on this system. And here's the ECMWF computer model, the latest as of 2 p.m. This afternoon. So tomorrow there's now the LPA becoming active, and on Sunday it may become a tropical depression as it passes roughly 200 to 300 kilometers northeast of Bicol region. The same path that Typhoon or tropical storm Christine took. Okay, so it's a different storm. Christine is a very large system, sheared all the rain bands. The rainfall is sheared towards the Bicol region, but this time around, this one is a small system. Okay, so it's going to make landfall over Aurora or Isabela come Monday afternoon or evening, because it's forecast to slow down based on the European model forecast for Monday 6 p.m. Okay, and then we have another one. Likely this is 94W becoming a tropical depression as it enters PAR, and it's still the same track of the previous two, Marce and that one. So 94W is expected to move towards the area where tropical storm, where Typhoon Marce and Leon passed by. So that's the scenario between November 12 to 15 based on the European model. Meanwhile, this is 93W. The good news is it's just a remnants. It's starting to dissipate based on the forecast for November 14 to 17. So what we are going to observe right now is 94W as well as the first one, 92W. Okay, so there you go. That's the latest for today. And we'll return again tomorrow to give you more updates on the weather from Typhoon 2000. This is Mike Padua. Stay safe always. Be #weatherwiser. And thank you so much for watching our channel. God bless to all.